Okay, go.
Good afternoon. I'm very happy to meet you. I am your nutrition counselor, Brianna, so you just call me Brianna. How would you like to be addressed today?
Thomas?
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect, great. So let's see here. So today I'm going to ask you a series of questions about your eating patterns. Have you ever met with a nutrition counselor before? Okay, great. And so I just want to let you know, as a peer nutrition educator, I can provide information on only 3 topics. So one of them is going to be eating on a budget, reading a nutrition label, or eating a well-balanced diet. Do any of these 3 topics sound interesting to you?
Like eating a well-balanced diet.
Well-balanced diet? Perfect.
So interesting.
Okay, so just a little housekeeping here. I want you to know that you can stop at any time if you are uncomfortable during our meeting. My peer is going to be here observing me, just to take notes on how I'm doing. And then only Dr. George will have access to all of this information, so it will definitely be confidential. So if I can just get your signature here after reading, take as long as you need to.
We have another mic, please. Should I ask Christian?
We'll figure it out. Perfect. Alright. So, I'm going to start today by asking you just a few questions that give me a little bit of a better idea about like any challenges or any support that you have in your life when it comes to like your eating habits or anything of the sort. What grade? Well, you said you're a sophomore.
Yes.
Perfect. Sophomore, and then do you live on or off campus?
On. So
On
alright.
campus. Oh, perfect.
Nice.
So you don't have to worry about like that commute or anything.
No.
Oh, that's so nice.
No. I'll be doing that for the next 4 years, or the next 2 years.
Yeah, there you go. That's actually a pretty good deal. Okay, and then the next questions, they're a little bit more food focused. So how often would you say that you buy like meals or snacks out?
So my eating's been weird because I have a meal plan.
Okay.
And so I don't like buy groceries because I
Got
eat
it.
here.
Yeah.
But like on the way to class sometimes like I'll buy like something. Like I got like fruit one time or I'll get like a croissant.
Got it. Okay. So probably a little more toward like rarely, like sometimes, right? Or
Yeah, because I really only have like a ton of classes on Mondays and Wednesdays.
Okay,
So
okay.
like rarely.
okay, got it.
Yeah.
And then so like on the weekend, how does that work out? Would you say it's around like sometimes, rarely?
Well, for breakfast I eat like mini wheats.
Got it.
Like
Okay.
every morning.
Okay.
I don't know why, that's like my thing.
Okay.
Like cereal in the morning is like so comforting.
It's consistent.
And it's
nice.
easy, and it's just always like milk
Yeah.
and then cereal, you know?
Mhm.
And it's like mini wheats, it's got fiber in it.
Yeah, there you go.
So my breakfast is pretty, it's like my breakfast every single day
Got it,
for my
got it.
entire life. So good. And then I'm trying to think on the weekends. I usually get food I usually go to the cafeteria and get food.
Okay,
Or
okay.
I mean like so I'm seeing this guy
Mhm.
and like we go out and get food.
Okay.
Which is like not the best because like he knows a really good pizza place.
Oh.
In
Pizza.
like Astro. Yeah, so when I go out for food, it's usually like Thai or pizza are not like the best.
Okay.
Like,
So it's usually like pretty often, right?
yeah, I would say
Okay,
pretty
okay.
often.
Sweet.
She has like a dating life.
Those are perks.
And then we make cookies at home together. It's cute.
Oh, there you go. And then as far as like snacks, do you like go out and like buy snacks, or is it more kind of
I'm
on
not
meal
a
to
chip.
meal?
Yeah, I'm not a chip person
Okay,
or like
okay.
I'll have like a spoon of like sunflower seed butter.
Okay.
That's my shit.
Okay, got
but
it,
no,
got
I'm not like a big snacker.
Okay, got it.
Unless I like skip a meal and it's like I've been snacking
Yeah.
the whole day and like I'm not hungry, so I'm just like not gonna eat lunch.
Got it. Okay, so kind of a little bit more toward like the never side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Awesome. Okay, so now we'll move on to conducting a 24-hour diet recall. So just for yesterday. So we'll just be talking about the foods and beverages, snacks, and like any nibbles that you had in between. Starting from the time that you woke up to the time that you went to sleep.
Yes, sure.
Yes, so for yesterday,
I work yesterday.
So, from the time you woke up, what was your
Cereal.
Cereal? Okay. Cereal, you got it. What kind of cereal was it?
It's Trader Joe's maple mini wheat shits.
Okay.
That were on camera, oh my god, fuck.
No, you're fine. And then you said Trader Joe's, perfect.
Yeah, and then I like stole some of my roommate's soy milk.
Okay, soy milk, perfect. Around what time was that?
Probably like 8 in the morning.
8 in the morning, you got it.
Okay.
It's okay, take your time.
Okay, lunch was, no, I got this. It was Alfredo. So it was like noodles,
Okay.
like the Alfredo sauce. I don't know what the fuck that is. Broccoli and chicken.
Perfect.
And then there was, I know it's so easy, right? And then there was flan, like that Mexican kernel thing.
Awesome.
You know
Okay.
this? And that was it. It wasn't like a huge, I'm looking like, these are so weird, first of all.
Sorry.
I'm looking at a portion
Is it that
size.
much pasta?
Yeah, we got some portion
This
sizes
much
over there for you.
Is that pasta?
It's actually supposed to be like a chicken stir
That much
fry.
pasta.
I mean, it doesn't
Oh
look
right,
like
I
it
forgot.
all
I thought
that
it
much.
was Alfredo.
Yeah. Not exactly sure.
No, I think it would be this one. It's a cup.
Okay. Perfect. And you said that was like around lunchtime.
That
right?
was like noon. That has to
Okay.
be noon because I have work at 2.
Okay, got it. And then
It
like
was like not very much chicken. It was probably like 3 ounces of chicken.
perfect.
And there was like 4 pieces of broccoli, so I'm like, and it was like this much flan. So I had like a
Okay,
flan.
okay, perfect.
Done.
I'd say that's probably, I don't know, maybe like a half
it's a half a
cup.
cup.
Half cup? Yeah, that works. That works perfect.
Look at that.
Perfect. All right, so we'll do half a cup. And then anything after your
And
flan?
water.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, I did have like half a brownie. We tried to stop.
All
We had
right.
brownie. So like a quarter of a cup. Yeah. Because I was like, I want a brownie and flan, but I was like, I can't eat both.
Yeah.
It was just bad. It was bad. I was like, I eat sugar because I'm gonna be like doing stuff anyway. It was just-
Yeah,
it was
of
bad.
course. Awesome.
Okay, and then I had work, and so then I had dinner. It's like no snacks. I don't have time for that shit.
No snacks? Okay.
I did have some like okay, so like you're like these. Have you heard of like good chocolate?
Good chocolate? I don't think so.
It's like like the little chocolate balls, and they're like filled with like caffeine. So it's like
Oh.
like energy
Oh,
shots
okay.
of chocolate.
So-
They sell them. I work at Whole Foods. They sell them at Whole Foods.
Oh, got it. Okay.
I have like a pack of them.
So it's like the
it's like really,
size-
so I had like 8 chocolate.
Are like the size of like Ghirardelli like chocolates, like those like little or
It's like a
truffles?
peanut butter M&M size.
Oh,
She's a little thick.
okay.
She's a little
Oh,
thick.
got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Oh.
had like 8 of those. I don't know if that means anything.
I mean, and you said you had that like the end of the day?
I had them like between like at like 4.
Okay, got it.
Right before dinner because I was falling asleep at work and I said fuck this.
Got
I'm
it.
stealing some chocolate from work. And then dinner was I was not very hungry. I had a smoothie. Okay, so it was I forget what brand it was. It was like a probiotic like strawberry banana nut smoothie. It like
Okay.
came in a bottle. It was like fucking $6.
Oh.
There was like 6 grams of protein. I don't know. It was like 30 grams of sugar, 6 grams of protein, like 320 calories. Smoothie. It was like
Okay.
like a bottle. It was like 60 ounces probably.
Got it.
No,
okay.
it was like
Big,
tall. It was just like tall and skinny. It was like 60 ounces.
Where did you get it?
Whole Foods.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, nice.
Yeah, because I worked there. And then I had. What the hell is this?
It's a baked potato.
Baked potato.
Hello? She's gonna like laugh when she's watching this. I had sweet potatoes. Mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes.
Okay, mashed potatoes, perfect.
Sweet potatoes. Mashed sweet potatoes.
Mashed sweet.
Because potatoes are bad for you.
Well, sometimes the sweet potatoes taste good. It depends on like how they're like made, you
It was
know?
with like some citric sauce shit. Whole Foods
Okay,
and
there we
bougie.
go.
I think it's like this and a half. Like,
Okay.
it's like this, but like half of this added. Maybe like a cup. We'll just say a cup.
A cup?
Yeah. We'll
That's
say a
probably
cup.
close.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, about a cup
And then
of
I had
nuts.
some broccoli. I had probably like a cup of broccoli. I had like a cup and a half broccoli. I had a lot of broccoli. And then like so little chicken. Chicken was nasty. I mean, it was like I think a fourth of a cup of chicken.
Fourth cup of chicken.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
With the smoothie, and that was it.
Awesome. Okay. Was this all gonna be like after 4 p.m.?
So that was
Maybe
at
after
like
work, right?
6:30.
Okay.
I worked till fucking 10:30 at night. I
hate
must
shift
have- I only close at my work. I don't know why.
Oh, got it.
So that was last night.
So like
Last
messes
night.
up your sleep schedule.
It does. Like a whole
Oh
11:30,
my
and I'm
goodness.
like, I have 4 classes tomorrow.
Yeah. I don't have time for this.
I had like
Go
2
home.
meetings. I have a meeting after this. I have 2 meetings after this. Being an RA is hard. And then I got home. Oh, and then I had like 3 Starburst,
3 Starburst.
like
Okay.
squares. I don't know what the fuck that is. My like boyfriend visited me at work, and he like popped into my thing, and I'm like, hello.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I got home and I don't think I ate anything. Yeah, that was it.
Okay. Awesome.
It's like no calories. Oh my god. I'm in trouble.
Okay. Let's see here. So I think we got a pretty good gist of like how much, around what time.
Does the
and
time
then
matter?
sometimes it does, because usually when we're talking like in terms of it's your usual day or if it's kind of like an off day.
Interesting.
So I mean usually you go kind of based off of time, and like I know like with students like you have classes different times a day, different days of the
Right.
week, you know. So that's kind of like why it like really matters. So I think we basically got that all down. All right. Let me gather myself here. Okay, and then would you say that this is kind of like a usual day for you in
I was
terms
gonna
of
say it's pretty
eating?
indicative of how my eating it usually is.
Okay, okay.
I know like Wednesdays suck because I have just 4 classes in a row.
You got it.
So she
got
doesn't
it.
eat lunch. She just starves until I'm out of Gretchen's
Aw.
class at 2. But that's pretty indicative of what I usually eat.
Okay, perfect.
I'm like, they're so fun to just play with. I don't understand why I'm like a 5-year-old right now.
Like,
And like this feels so weird. And I'm just like cooking over here. I'm like, hello.
alrighty. So thank you very much for sharing your dietary intake with me. So now as a review, I'm gonna kind of like go over what it was in summary here. Okay, so I have down for like around 8, like around the time you woke up, you had the maple mini wheat from Trader Joe's.
I
And
probably
then you
had like,
had some-
okay, I probably had some sunflower seed butter in the
Okay,
morning.
okay.
I'm not gonna lie. It's like every other day I usually have this. Probably had it last night or yesterday morning. 2 tablespoons because I eat certain sizes.
Okay, perfect. Do you know around like how much like soy milk or like around how much cereal you normally have?
I'm bad at this because you know cereal's fucking like a cup and I'm like hello.
Yeah. That's not enough.
I do like a serving and a half. It's like probably like a cup and a half.
Okay, about a cup and a half.
Yeah.
All right, perfect.
Because I don't want like a cereal. I don't want like 3 wheats.
Yeah.
You know. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, of course.
And then I just take like 2 spoonfuls of butter and then I'm good to go.
There you go, and you're good to go. Awesome. All right, so I have that for like around 8 a.m. and then so around noon. So you're kind of like a chicken like.
Yeah,
Like
well,
Alfredo,
you know, have you
right?
been in the dining center? Like they serve like
Yeah.
just like food just like together, you know? And
Oh,
we have chicken
got it.
Alfredo.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I had like the broccoli.
Yeah, and there's like
and
chicken.
then
It's like chicken Alfredo with broccoli. And then I had like
Awesome.
dessert because I love dessert.
perfect. Yeah, the flan, right?
What? And then brownies, like I had to have those.
That's perfect.
It was a rough day.
Some water. Do you normally drink kind of like a full bottle of water, or?
Okay, so I usually like when I'm okay, so that's like depends. Like when like that day, no, because like I was out the whole day, and like when I'm home, usually like I'll just drink a cup, like I'll have just like a water with it next to my bed, and I'll just like drink it constantly.
Yeah. Okay.
I probably drink like I drink a lot of water that day, sadly. Maybe like 32 ounces of water
32 ounces
in total.
Okay.
We'll say.
2 ounces of water. Got it. Got your half a brownie, and then not exactly sure what you called it, the chocolate energy balls, like
Yeah, so
caffeine.
they're literally called, so it's called good chocolate.
Okay.
It's called that. And like that's like, and there's like different, so there's like good chocolate, and there's like the energy one, and there's
Okay.
calm, and there's sleep, and there's turmeric, and there's vitamin D3, and
Just loaded up with caffeine.
yes, the one I got was the energy one, which is the caffeine one. It's like
God.
2 cups of coffee. I was wired, I said.
Perfect. Okay.
Work is, when you're stocking shelf all day, I wanted to just,
I'm gonna have to look into
so
that, actually.
over it.
Yeah.
It's expensive as fuck.
Awesome. Okay.
And I asked you what you called your good, yes, my good chocolate.
Okay. And then the smoothie, and then so that was like the strawberry nut banana.
Yes.
Got it at Whole Foods because that's where you work.
Yes.
Got those mashed sweet potatoes.
Yes.
With like the citrus flavoring, right?
Yes.
That's perfect. And you got some more broccoli in there.
There's garlic.
And
broccoli.
garlic. Okay. Awesome. And then like 4th cup of chicken. But you said it wasn't very good, right?
Yes. It was like hard. I'm like, what is this?
It's not good chicken.
I was mad I paid for it. Because like, it's like by weight, and like this is the heavy shit on my thing.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah. Yep.
It's fine.
And then we got those 3 Starbursts.
Cool.
3 Starbursts, perfect.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh shit, I had a donut. So after work, I forgot.
What kind of donut are we
Plot
talking here?
twist.
It
Yeah, it
was
had
here.
coconut flakes on it,
Coconut flakes.
and it was like chocolate glaze, I think, with coconut flakes on it. Because like at the end of like the workday, they just give out like the bakery stuff, and like I'm walking home with a donut, right? So it was like it was 10:30
Okay.
exactly, because I had left work. It's like I'm sure it's something
Chocolate
else.
donut with
That was
coconut flakes. There we go.
it was,
Okay,
it was a
I
normal
think-
size donut. It wasn't huge.
Alrighty. Yeah, I think we got the full list now. Okay.
I do too.
Alright, so thank you for sharing your dietary intake with me. And so you wanted to review eating a more well-balanced diet, right?
I find it hard with
Mhm.
like the dining center because it's just it is like
Yeah.
they just
Yeah.
whatever's there you have to eat in some kind of way.
Got it. Yeah, it makes it kind of difficult. I get it. I used to live on Font like this, like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
So I mean, you kind of want to go to like any place that's like close by you, and it makes it kind of
Definitely,
hard.
definitely.
Yeah. Okay, so my mentor has reviewed the information that we can share with you based on what you're interested in. So I'm going to share with you related to like your selected topics, so eating a more well-balanced diet. But what I would like to discuss with you is creating basically like a SMART goal. So, because you want it to be like specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. And then usually, like when you create a goal like this that's a little more realistic and that you know that you have a chance at achieving it, it's a SMART goal. You're more successful in that way. Okay, let's see here. So to get a better idea of how ready you are to like make a change, what would you say, like on a scale of like 0 to 10?
Like getting like what I have to do to get
Like,
ready.
Well, when it comes to, because like there's a question on like how ready are you to make the change, and then how confident you are in making that change.
Well, I'm like ready to make the change. I think like what the change would be would just be like I don't know, not eating dessert, which would just be sad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I eat a lot of like I have a sweet tooth, like a smoothie which is sweet, or like
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
sweet potatoes which are sweet. Like I have just like I have sugar cravings with cereal, or like
Got it.
even the sunflower seed butter tastes like sweet for some reason. I don't know why. So I don't know what a goal could be. I mean, I was thinking just like eating dessert like 1 meal instead of 2 meals.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like eating
Okay.
dessert for lunch and not dinner. I try like what I've been doing, because I've been like kind of sick in these past couple of weeks, and so like I haven't really been eating a lot, and so
Got it.
I will eat like an apple instead of like dessert.
Mm-hmm.
Because like sweet, that's like not as bad, obviously.
Yeah,
you know?
so you like get the health benefits, but
Right,
like, oh,
so
but it's
I
still
just
kind
like
of
sweet
sweet.
tooth, yeah.
Got it, okay.
So I guess I could try doing that, because like there's apples like when you leave the
Mhm.
dining center. It's like
Yeah,
an
yeah,
apple
yeah.
instead of grabbing dessert.
So kind of replacing those
Replacing-
usual like sugary, you know,
Right,
that
for
stuff
like
has
other
sweet
sugar
juice.
things that are
Yeah,
better.
yeah, okay. So I guess we'll write down something kind of like replacing like one of those like desserts that you have like during the day, or like that super sweet, you know, sugary.
Just like so tempting, like if I can
Yeah.
donut at the end of the day, I'm like, I'm taking a donut and I don't give a fuck how many calories.
So kind of replacing like one of those.
Right.
Something a little bit
Like a
healthier that has like
healthier
some nutrients.
Yeah.
Um,
Also, apples are really good. I like
apples are
I
good,
like
yeah. I recently tried it with like, I don't know if you know what like tahine is.
That Mexican shit.
That's actually-
you put on the
It's really
pineapple
good.
and
It's really good on apples too. Green apples, but it's good. Yeah.
Bring it to
Nutrient. Did I spell that right? Okay. Awesome. And you want to do that like once a day, or did you kind of want to go for like maybe a couple days out of the week?
No, we'll do it every day a week.
We'll do it every day a week? Okay, okay.
I used to feel so much healthier, but like I'm just busy, and like when I'm busy, like I just justify in my head like, oh, you're working so hard, you deserve this fucking donut, you know?
Yeah, you earned it. You earned
No,
it.
and it's like, no, it's like not how this works. If you have 4 classes a day, here's a brownie. You know?
There you go.
You know?
So kind of coming up with like a certain like reward system.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
revolving chocolate.
Alrighty.
Like I bought 2 packs of like that like bark stuff. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? I don't know what it's called.
Is it kind of like the like peppermint bark, like that kind of stuff?
Yeah, but it's at
or-
Target, like there's different flavors of it.
Got
Yeah, I got like the
Yeah.
pumpkin seed one. I ate like 2 bags and I ate all of it in like a week. And I'm like, oh my god. There was like 3.5
Stop.
servings and I like ate. It was like a bad day. I'm like, fuck this. I'm like,
Oh, that was really good.
you don't put a bag of chocolate. I'm not gonna buy it. It's awful.
Alrighty. So kind of like what I'm getting is just trying to like figure out like that reward system. Like you still want to have the sweets, but you
Right,
kind
because
of
like, if I don't,
incorporate-
I'm just gonna get sad. And
Yeah.
like lonely, missing my chocolate.
missing your sweets.
You know what I'm saying? I'll just like irritable and it won't be good.
Yeah, I mean it is realistic though to kind of think like, okay, like I can still have it, so not completely like cutting yourself off from it, because then you kind of get to a point where like you want to like binge on it, and then I mean that's not exactly
you just
healthy
crave
either,
it.
you know? Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
You're just miserable.
I mean, so I think it's definitely smart to not cut it completely out, but like find times of the day, like, oh, like instead of eating this now, like I'll have this healthier, snack that's still kind of sweet, like have an apple, or I really like strawberries.
Yeah.
Like strawberries, and like if you really want, you can do like a little bit of like powdered sugar, like anything like that, just to kind of like satisfy it.
Right.
Because I mean, you're still getting some of like antioxidants that you should be getting, or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, that's a pretty realistic goal, instead of just completely cutting it out.
Because
Okay.
I've tried and it's like,
Yeah,
no,
definitely.
I did it for like 2 days. I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm like, it's right
I'm
there.
over it, my diet's
I know,
over.
I'm like, hello? Who's stopping me?
And so when it comes to like how confident you are, like on a scale of like 0 to 10 of actually making this change.
We're like a 6. We're like
At a
a
6?
We're like a 6.
We're at a
like
6, okay.
cautiously approaching the dessert bar and like looking away.
Alright. Let's see. Okay. Alright, so thank you again for answering these questions about your diet and then also about your readiness. So from your response, it appears you are in the stage of uncertainty, but also readiness. So this is a very, very common stage. Could I take a moment and provide a little bit of nutrition education about your subject? So we kind of discussed like eating the like more well-balanced diet, but also kind of like the reward system, like just replacing some of them.
Is that thing, the reward system?
It actually is a thing. It's not going to be like one of our like topics that we have, but we can kind of go over it when it comes to kind of like the like my plate, I guess. Let's see here. Actually, that's pretty helpful too. Because I think. Wait, did you give away the last one?
I swear I thought I gave it away.
Oh no.
And, here, I can pull it up
I
on
think
my
I have it
phone.
actually.
I know, I'm sorry.
No,
That's
you're
why I
fine.
was like, should I get Christian?
Okay, I actually have it right here.
Do you have it? Okay. I can pull up the
Well, it's not
picture.
the one that we had originally.
Yeah, this is what the My Plate looks
Oh,
like. So use
yeah,
that as a visual. I'm sorry, I
Oh,
gave
no,
away
it's
the last
fine.
one to the last person. Sorry.
Okay. She's looking, I see it. I'm
Yeah.
visualizing.
Okay, good. Thank you.
And so kind of like when it talks about like the sugar foods, so like what it talks about here is when sugars are like added to foods and beverages to sweeten them, they add calories. So I mean, you know that. Like
Yeah.
you have a pretty good understanding of that. But I mean, even though you are aware of that, you can't always just completely like cut it out, because I mean that's like part of your life, and like you
Right.
still want to like maintain like, oh, like this is mine, you know, like it's a part of you. But I think it's still good to kind of know like there are certain times of the day, like maybe like in the morning I typically don't like to like indulge on like the sugary things. I kind of push it off to like the end of the day. I've actually gone to the point where instead of having like ice cream at night, I'll do like a vanilla like non-fat yogurt and then put strawberries in it, because I love strawberries. But like you still have like that sweet, but it's not ice cream, you know?
No,
So
I get
kind of
it.
like stuff like that. And I mean, I know like that's not gonna be something that's like displayed on the My Plate, but you know, like that's still a part of like what you're eating, like that's a realistic thing, you know?
Right.
It's kind of hard to like think, oh, every meal of the day I'm gonna have half of my plate filled with green, like colorful veggies,
Oh, well.
and I'm gonna have like all of my fruit and then a small portion of like my protein, you know?
Right.
Like that's not entirely realistic. So I mean, kind of like working your way to, I mean, you still get some of your vegetables in during the day. I mean, you're still getting like your protein from your chicken and stuff like that. So like when it comes to like the sugary things, just definitely think like kind of like the trade-off system, where you know maybe like one night, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have the ice cream, like it's a Friday night, like I'm gonna go to the movies and I'm gonna have like chocolate or something, or in your case, your little energy ball things, you know.
Only
Or
only Tuesdays where you see
Only
that on my diet.
Tuesdays.
Okay. And then Thursdays is cocktail, because my boyfriend makes a hell of a good cocktail.
oh my lord, yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. I am right now.
Alright, let's see here. Alrighty, so how do you feel about like the trade-off system and like
No, I mean, I get
balancing
it.
it out a little bit?
I don't typically drink my calories.
Mm-hmm.
I usually drink water. I don't really drink, like when I drink like almond milk, it's like unsweetened.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like soda and other things like that.
Got it.
But no, the trade-off system, I mean, it makes sense to me. Like I've tried, like I'll chew a piece of gum, like cause like that is like sugar, like to my like brain. So like then I
Yeah.
won't be like craving anything sweet.
Yeah.
Or yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess sometimes like I'll notice like I'm bored, and like when I'm bored, I want to just eat sugary food, and then I'll just like do something, and then I'm like not
Yeah,
hungry.
yeah.
Like, you're not really hungry, you're just kind of bored.
Yeah.
But no, the trade-off system works for me because I mean, like eating like fruit is like also sugar. So like
Mhm.
your brain is like, oh, this is sweet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Makes sense for me because I mean, I do get most of my sugar from like baked goods, which also have like fat and other stuff in it,
Mhm.
which I know it's not great.
I mean, do you? I don't know exactly how. Are you like in like a dorm or like how is
Yeah.
that? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't want that.
So there's not going to be like a lot of like opportunities to like actually like bake your own like baked goods and like stuff
Well,
like
we
that,
do have
right?
a full kitchen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, there's even, I don't know how you feel about like cooking or like getting into like baking and stuff like
I
that.
make cookie dough with my boyfriend.
Oh, you
We're
do?
ready.
Yeah, so I mean,
It's
there's
vegan.
there's certain things that you can supplement, you know, when it comes to like the certain like ingredients or like cutting back some of it. I know, like I didn't really get into it till this semester in like the CFS 352 class, where just kind of like seeing like how much you're actually using of like each of the ingredients and stuff. Like some of them like use like so much butter and you're like, why is there that much butter, you know? So like we kind of cut some out sometimes and then like we see how it tastes at the end of it. So I mean, if you ever have time or like you have an interest in doing that, like that'd be kind of cool, you know, or even like tell your boyfriend, hey, like let's try this out, you know, even though like God bless cookie dough, like I love cookie dough.
Watch a movie with like a drink and something. I said, what
There
would
you
be
go.
better? I said on a Thursday.
All right, perfect. So kind of like after talking about it, you feel okay with like doing like the trade-off system?
I
Trying to,
do.
like, figure that out?
I
Yeah.
do.
Okay.
I do.
Perfect. Do you have any other questions for me about anything or?
Is,
Any other
is
things?
CSF 52 a cooking class?
It is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not just gonna be for like dietetic students either.
Oh.
So you get kind of like a mix of different people in there too. But yeah, it's mostly like the basics of the cooking, and then the next one is going to be the 357 class, which you will also take. So that's more of the like experimental food and stuff like that. So yeah.
That was my question. No, I'm good. You did great.
Awesome. So thank you for participating. It has been a pleasure talking to you and learning about your goals and your interests. So from our SMART goal planning, you indicated that you wanted to plan to kind of work on like the trade-off system to kind of like balance it out during the week. And yeah, so I'm very impressed with your idea. It sounds really great. Is there anything else? Are you good?
I'm good.
Awesome. All right. Well, contact me if you have any questions.